friends, it's Karen, and we are getting ready to do another workout. And this workout will include strength equipment, so feel free to use a water bottle, canned good from your cupboard, or weights of any kind. I definitely wouldn't recommend anything over 5 pounds, but a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 would be appropriate as long as you check with your physician before you engage in any physical activity. And with that, let's get started. So I'm going to begin without my weights, just to kind of warm up. And remember, you can do everything we're doing now seated. Standing or seated, we're just going to get those knees up and get moving. Then we're going to get our feet wide and pick them up off the floor so that we have a little flexion in the knee and we're actually picking the feet up off that floor. Now we're going to come back in to a straight position, and I'm going to push my foot forward as I push my arms forward. This gets the shoulders, it gets the back, as well as the legs really starting to work and warm up. For now, we're going to do this about 4 more times. And now we're just going to push and pull. As I step forward with my foot and my arms, I'm going to give it a push and pull. This is what strength training is all about, pushing and pulling, enabling us to work our muscles to be fit every day. So go ahead with me and push and pull those arms about 4 more times. 2 left. All right, now we're going to get those arms up in the air. I'm going to kind of stand and just reach and get myself that lateral movement that I need, side to side. And now I'm going to hold it. Just take that hand to the side of the thigh and reach, getting a little bit of a more of a hold, a static hold. And now to the other side and reach. And now we're going to take the arms in front of us and roll them around. All right, let's go ahead now and pick up our weights. I have actually a 2-pound weight, and again, use whatever you have available. If not, just go ahead and use your hands and your arms without the weights. But we're going to start out with a bicep curl with movement. So again, if you want to sit down, that's perfectly fine. You need to do what's comfortable for you, and you can do the same march seated, or you can do that march standing. Flexion and extension of those biceps. And we're going to do about 10 of everything we do, so you know. And in the future, it also is something that you can do when you work out by yourself. It's just think about those 10 reps. We have a few more. And last one. Now I'm going to just stay in place, and I'm going to tap as I switch my body and put my weight on each foot side to side. Now I'm keeping my elbows close to my body so that I can work the deltoid and the back of that shoulder line. I love the movement because we literally move in space with everything we do. And even if it's doing a chore or using weights, we need to be adaptable. So go ahead and continue for a few more to rotate through that shoulder line. A couple left. Awesome. All right, remember the push and pull we did at the warm-up? We're going to do it again with those weights. So I'm going to push that weight and pull it, because if you go to the door and there's a package, we have to pick the package up. And we can't pick it up right by our sides. We have to reach. So everything we do, sweeping the floor, vacuuming, we have to push and pull. And again, remember the 10 of everything. We have about 4 left. 1 more. Wonderful. Now we're going to get into those back muscles. So we've done the bicep, we've done the push and pull, and now we want to get into the back. Let me explain a little bit about that. Our back needs to be strong to help us with core. So if we are always doing a forward flexion and a forward movement, we cannot keep our core strong. So let's think of those back muscles. First thing I want you to do is pull the arms by your side and then we're going to reach those elbows back. Now I'm going to stand at the side so that you can see how I pull my shoulder blades together. This is called a row, and it's just a standing row, pulling the arms back using the back of the shoulder blades. I'll come back forward again, and we'll do about 4 more. So it's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving right into what we call an upright row. Upright rows are wonderful because they work the delts as well as the shoulder line and the upper back. So I'm going to pull my elbows up. I'm going to keep them out. And as I straighten the arms go right back down into my core line. I pull upwards toward the chest, elbows out, and push back down. This is a very nice way, again, to work those upper back muscles. You also get the delts, which also help you with that muscle in the upper arm. Wonderful. Stay strong. Remember, strength as we age is one of the most important aspects of fitness. So don't forget it. All right, let's do about 4 more. Stay strong and let those shoulders just kind of help you bring that weight up. 1 more. Awesome. Now we are going to sweep the floor. So again, functional movement is that rotation of the core, and we're going to take both of the weights or both of your water bottles or your canned goods and we're going to go side to side. So, and you should be able to feel this not just through the waist, but the transverse muscles that are in the back. So pretend that you are sweeping your floor, and we never sweep the floor out here, okay? We stay within the body line so that we can control the movement and also use our core strength to help. 4 left. 3, 2, and 1 more. Great work. Okay, so if you have a chair with you, we're going to move on to legs now. We've just done biceps and back, and we're going to move into our legs. So we're going to do a squat. The best way to learn to do a squat is to sit in a chair, put your feet in front of you, use the heels of your feet to rise, and when you lower, you're going to release the hips and sit down. So again, to get up, use the heels of the feet to rise and sit. We actually flex through the hip line and sit down. If you don't have a chair and you want to just do the squat, it's the same thing. I'm going to release my weights so that I have the weight into my core line. I'm going to sit and stand by releasing my hips and keeping my shoulders up. So you have your choices, sitting down and standing up, or just doing our squats, releasing the hips, keeping the shoulders up, and using those quads for the work. We have 4 left. Good job, everyone. And 2 more. And last one. All right, hopefully you felt that in the quads. That's the muscle that comes up the front of the leg. I'm going to move away from my chair a moment, and I'm going to work my hamstrings by pulling my heel toward my hip line. In everyday life, this is a difficult thing that we might not do in everyday activity. So working the hamstrings, which is the back of the body, is extremely important. So that flexion, flexing the knee, and pulling the heel up to the hamstring. This will also possibly get your heart rate up. So just remember that as you do them. I'm going to do about 4 more. 4, 3, 2 left, 2, 1, and take those legs together. This next move is for the hip line, but I'm also going to use my upper back. So I'm going to take the right leg out, drop the arm, and then I'm going to pull the arm and pull the leg at the same time. So I'm going to reach out and pull, reach out and pull. So So as I drop the arm, that leg is just going to point out with my body weight underneath of me on the opposite leg. And if you want a little bit more work, you could actually bend the knee. If not, just use the hip. 4 left. 3. As my ankles crack. 2. 1 more. That happens, right? All right. Great job, guys. So now I'm going to have a seat in my chair, and I'm going to go back to my push-pull. And if you're standing, you'll be using one leg. If you're seated, you'll be using both arms and legs. So the standing piece is the one arm and the one leg, and the seated would be both legs. We have 2 left. And now that we're finished with legs, we're going to go on to triceps and shoulders. So again, I'm going to turn sideways because I want you to see how we extend the arm. Shoulders are stabilizing with us, and we're extending from the elbow. The stabilization that the shoulders are doing is important because we want to extend only with the elbow joint. And if this is too difficult, take it to 1, and then you could do the other. So both ways. You can also see I'm slightly forward with my shoulders so that I can really get the arm back to an extension. And if you're seated, it's the same thing. You're going to drop the shoulders down. Don't shrug them around your ears, and go ahead and extend back. So we have about 4 more. 2 left, 1 left, and there we go. Last thing we're going to do is lifting forward with those weights. And again, this is just the same theory of lifting a package or a box in front of us. We're using core strength as well as shoulder delt muscles. So lifting that box, once you get the weights away from your body to the shoulder line, you're going to also feel this in your stomach. So you really get a double benefit from this particular exercise. And 4 left. 2 more. And the last one. All right, that actually takes us to the end of our workout today. So we have worked bicep, back, then we dropped into the legs, and then we came back with our triceps and our shoulder line. So hopefully you've enjoyed our workout. I definitely enjoyed being here with you today. And please tune in with my videos any time of the day, 5 days a week, whatever feels good. Thank you so much.